Very good morning to all. Welcome to the next lecture on the lecture series of network analysis and synthesis. So today we will be starting our fifth unit, which will be about network synthesis. So in networks or in the circuit theory, we have three important terms which are often encountered. These three terms are design, analysis, and synthesis. So we often encounter these three terms repeatedly. So what are these three terms? So let us have a brief look at it. Okay. So generally, firstly, if you look at the first term, that is the analysis. Okay. So when I say circuit analysis or network analysis, so here we are talking about determination of the characteristics of the circuit or the characteristics of the network if the network structure and the component values are given. Okay, so if the component values of the circuit are given and if the circuit structure is given, then determining the parameters of the circuit, that is determining how the circuit works, like what is the current value, what is the voltage value, what is the impedance at any point. So determining these characterizing parameters. Okay, those parameters can be anything, as I said, current, voltage, impedance, or you can say characteristic impedance, propagation constant, attenuation. Okay, anything, right? So determining the circuit characteristics, the characteristics of the circuit when the circuit structure is given, when the component values are known, is what we call it as the circuit analysis or the network analysis. So analyzing the network means determining the behavior or determining the performance characteristics of the network or circuit. Okay, coming to the second term, which is the design. Okay, so when we say design, so when we say circuit design, okay, or network design, so here the design means so right, the design of the circuit means we know the characterizing parameters, right, from the characterizing parameters or from knowing the circuit parameters, okay, like voltage, current, or anything. So right, from the circuit parameters or from the characterizing characteristic parameters, determining the values of the components. Okay, so determining the values of the components, okay, determining the values of the components with a fixed network structure or for a given network structure is called as the design. Okay, so that means you know the circuit elements, you know the what circuit elements are connected, what is the structure, how they are connected. That is what we call it as the circuit structure. So when we say circuit structure, that means what are the components present, how these components are, right, to be connected. Okay, you know that information, right, you know that information, and you know the behavior of the circuit, right, that is, you know the characteristics of the circuit. From this, if you just evaluate the numerical values of the components, okay, so the evaluating the numerical values of the components is what we call it as the design of the circuit or the design of the network. Okay, so just evaluating the component values, the numerical values of the components for a given structure, for a given circuit, is called as the design of the circuit or design of the network. Okay, so this is the second parameter. Then the third thing that we have is the synthesis. So when I say synthesizing means, so from a given circuit structure, okay, from a given circuit characteristic parameters, that means you just know some parameters which are characterizing the circuit. Okay, that can be impulse response, or it can be a transfer function, or it can be anything else. Okay, so you just know the characterizing behavior or characteristic parameters of the circuit. So from this, determining two things: one, the network structure or the circuit structure, and the numerical values of the components. So here, right, okay, so determining the network structure and determining the numerical values of the components is what we call it as synthesis. That means, so from a given set of impulse response, or from a transfer function, I am going to evaluate three things. One, what are the components that are to be connected? Okay, then right, what components are to be present, how are they connected, and what are the numerical values. So finding out all these information is what we call it as synthesis. Okay, so synthesis means from a given characteristic set of parameters, from a given let's say characterizing equation of the network or parameters of the network, you evaluate what is the network structure of the network. That means what components are there, how are they to be connected, and what are the values, the numerical values of the components. So determining all these information is called as the network synthesis. So these are the three important words that we often encounter. Analysis is finding out the characteristics of the network when the network is given to you. Okay, when you know the network, you know the values of the network, okay, elements. Second, design. So design is a process where you find out the numerical values of the components from the characterizing parameters of the network. Okay, synthesis is a process where we actually determine what the network should like to be. That means the structure of the network and also the values of the components of the network. Okay, so these are the three words that we often do here. So in our fifth unit, the fifth unit of this subject is about network synthesis, or the circuit synthesis, network synthesis. So what is meant by synthesis? As we just discussed, it is a process of determining the structure of the network and the component values from the characterizing parameters of the network. Okay, from the characterizing parameters of the network. So what is this characterizing feature or characteristic parameters? As I said, in most of the cases, we can do the network synthesis if we are given with either the impulse response or with the network function of the network. Okay, that is transfer function, equivalent to transfer function or network function. Okay, so for if I want to do the network synthesis, then the input that I need, the most and should input that I need, or the one input that I need is the network function. Okay, so if I know a network function, then I can do the network synthesis. So what is this network function? What are the what are the different types of it, etc. We'll see. Okay, so yeah, the point that we are making is, so network synthesis can be done. Network synthesis can be done if the network function is given. Okay, so if the network function is given. Okay, so what is this network function? Yeah, network function is basically a ratio of Laplace transform of a voltage to current, a Laplace transform of a ratio of voltage to current, or current to voltage, or voltage to voltage, some voltage to another voltage, or current to current, anything. Okay, so it is basically a ratio of one quantity, which can be a voltage or a current, to another quantity, which can current to voltage, voltage to current, current to voltage, or voltage to voltage, current to current. Okay, so ratio of Laplace transform of any of these parameters is what we call as we call as the network function. Okay, so for example, if it is a voltage to current, that is if the network function is V of s by I of s, then this type of network functions are impedance functions. Okay, so it is basically called as an impedance function. Okay, similarly, if we are given with I of s by V of s, then that is current by voltage, then this impedance function, this network function is referred as admittance function Y of s. Okay, so it's referred as admittance function Y of s. So it is a admittance function, If the network function is the ratio of one voltage to another voltage, so V1 of s by V2 of s, then this is referred as G of s. Okay, so it is a voltage transfer ratio, voltage transfer function, so G of s. Okay, and if it is ratio of one current to another current, then it is generally represented with alpha, or you can write it as H of s. Okay, so these are the different things. Okay, yeah. So for example, if you take a two-port network, right? So a two-port network, in a two-port network we have two ports, right? So first port has, let's say the current here is I1. Okay, the current is I1, the voltage is V1. Similarly, the current I2 and voltage V2. Okay, now when you take a when these are taken in right Laplace transform, when we take the Laplace transform of the individual quantities, then let's say that V1 of s is the Laplace transform of V1, V2 of s is the output voltage in output voltage, V1 is the input voltage or voltage at the port 1, I1 of s is the current at port 1, so current at port 1, okay, and I2 of s is the current at port 2. Okay, current at port 2. So these are the four quantities we get in Laplace transform. Okay, now we can get, by using these quantities, we can get these right different network functions. So ratio of right okay, Laplace transform of voltage to current or current to voltage or voltage to voltage or current to current. Okay, like this. Now if I take the ratio, for example, in these two cases, here we don't have any option, right? Voltage transfer ratio is only 1, current ratio is only 1. Whereas if you take the impedance and admittance network functions, impedance and admittance functions, so in this case, right, we can take the ratio of V1 of s to right I1 of s, V2 of s to I2 of s. Okay, and this can also be this we can also take it as V1 of s to I2 of s. Okay, and V2 of s to I1 of s. Okay, so right, I get four possibilities in terms of impedance functions. So we know this. This is Z11, this is Z22, this is Z12, and this is Z21. Right, Z1 of s. Okay, in s domain. So we will write we have to write s. Okay, so this is right. These two, if you look at, they are the ratios of voltage and current of the same ports, right? 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, so therefore these two are called as these two, or we refer them as, right? So because they are of same port, we call them as driving point functions. Okay, so when impedance or admittance, if you take it off the same port, the voltage and current, if they are the ratio of voltage and current of same port, then we call these as driving point functions. Okay, whereas if you take these two, that is the voltage of port 1 to the current of port 2, or voltage of port 2 to the current of port 1. So 2 to 1, 1 to 2. So transfer. These are called as transfer functions, transfer point functions or transfer functions. Okay, so right right, so these are the things. So if you take the voltage and current of same port, these are called as driving point functions. Then if you take the ratio of voltage to current of different ports, we call them as transfer point functions. So impedance functions can be right both the driving point and a transfer. Okay, voltage and current, there is no such possibility. Okay, that is the thing, right? So therefore all these terms, all these can be used as a network function, and all these, if any one of these is given, we can perform the network synthesis. Okay, so all these are basically characterizing the network. Okay, so characterizing our network, so we can call them, all of them can be called as the network functions. So if we are given with any one of the quantity, okay, Z11 of s or Z of s, right, Y of s, or right G of s or H of s, any of the quantity is given for us, then we can find out or we can do the network synthesis. Okay, so network synthesis is possible if right this input is given to us. Okay, yeah, so simple. Synthesis means right the process or the art of right determining the network structure and the component values, okay, for a given characteristics of the network. Okay, so here what is that characteristic, or what is the input to the network synthesis? The input to the network synthesis is basically what we call as a network function. Okay, so a network function is similar to that of a transfer function that we generally study. So it is a it is a function in or it is a ratio, okay, a function in S, okay, S, that is S domain or Laplace domain. So it generally represents the Laplace transform of one quantity to other quantity. So here the that quantities can be voltages or current. So it can be a ratio of voltage to current, which we call it as the impedance functions, or current to voltage, which we call it as admittance functions, or voltage to voltage, which we call it as the voltage functions, okay, and current to current, which can also be called as the current functions. So if any one of these are given, then we can perform the network synthesis, okay. So right, that is the point. And in impedance and admittance functions, we have again two things. So if the voltage and current are of same port, those are called as driving point functions, and if they are of different ports, they are called as transfer functions, okay. So this is the introduction to network synthesis. And what is the input that is required to network synthesis? The input required to network synthesis for performing network synthesis is the network function, okay, ratio of Laplace transform of one quantity to other quantity. That quantities can be voltage or current, okay. Yeah, so in the next class, in the next lecture, we will be discussing about the necessary condition, right? So can we perform network synthesis using any network function? The answer is no, right? We cannot perform network synthesis for all network functions, okay. So for performing network synthesis, right, the network function needs to satisfy a certain condition. So what is that condition? How to test it? We will discuss in the next lecture.